Well, hello, crypto lunatics, and today I'm here for people outside of the space to explain about the crypto tsunami. So, a lot of people talk about crypto, a lot of people talk about explosive gains, there's a lot of Bitcoin maxis, there's a lot of people talking about a lot of things within crypto. And what I'm going to do in this video is give you the big picture of what's actually happening and what crypto was designed to do and how darker forces are starting to take over. Dark forces, folks, dark forces. The Sith Lords are here to take over crypto, and we'll talk about that. So let's start with the big picture. Let's start. What is Bitcoin about? What is it really about, apart from explosive gains for people that got in early? Let's take that away. So Bitcoin was created by some genius who has understandably decided to stay anonymous. If they weren't anonymous, they'd probably be dead, and they may be anonymous and dead for all I know. The bottom line is that there's some incredible individual has created Bitcoin and no one knows who it is. That's the beauty of it, because if they did, they would probably shoot them anyway, because Bitcoin is disrupting the global financial systems. So let's start there. That's the big picture, folks. And what does that mean? Well, people don't trust banks, they don't trust governments, and they don't trust regulators. Not many people do anyway. All these people that are keeping us safe, they're keeping us safe from ourselves. The reality is that more money has been printed over the last few years and in the decades before that. And the spending power is going down of whatever currency you have. I'm in the UK, particularly draconian place for crypto. In fact, the way things are going, I could be arrested for even recording a video like this, speaking not so nicely about the banks and the financial system and the governments, especially when it comes to digital assets. So the banks are at the moment, this is happening in the UK. They are now tying in that if you say the wrong thing on social media, they can seize your bank assets. And it's a form of control. And there's an even darker, draconian thing coming in that has been played under all of this stuff that's going on in the news. It's called central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. This is the darkest form of currency that has been introduced lately. And what it effectively is a spy coin. Now, Rishi, oh, mate, Rishi Sunak, who's actually starting to look the lesser of evils now that we've got two-tier care coming in. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that without getting arrested these days. But the reality is that dark forces are controlling the governments and the financial systems. And what central bank digital currencies will be able to do is track everything. They'll be able to track everything you do. It's like a spy currency. Imagine that you can no longer pay the babysitter or the homeless unless they've got a bank account. That's where it's going. Everything digital, everything transparent, so that the government can see everything you do and you can see nothing that they do. And this is ultimately what Bitcoin was put in to stop, was having the government control over your money. So let's look at that. That's what the crypto revolution is all about. That was in its pure form what it was about. Now we've got all sorts of other cryptos coming in now. And 98% of them are probably going to be rubbish, probably going to lose you money in the long term. They might have explosive gains in the short term. But the bottom line is there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of bad things happening. But by Bitcoin and Bitcoin maxis are keeping their pure form currency, that you control it. People are buying Bitcoin in. Not only is it going up in value, but you can also get interest on it. The banks are mysteriously not paying, and it's an appreciating asset. So if you're holding cash in your bank account at the moment, it's losing money because the interest rate will be way, if there is an interest rate at all. Inflation has been insane. It's been around about 17% a year going up in the UK. Your spending power is going down about 17% every year. So if you're not earning 17% on your money, you're losing spending power at the moment. And that's just the reality of the world that we find ourselves in at the moment. Bitcoin was put in to stop that. So all of the purists have looked into this. They've seen the potential of Bitcoin. They've seen the safety it gives, and they've seen the benefits of self-custody of your own funds. Imagine holding your own Bitcoin and you can tweet whatever you want on social media, and the government would not have the power to take your Bitcoin away unless they come in and physically wrestle your hardware wallet off you. But that's another conversation for another day. The way things are going, it might be easier to exit the country. But this is what we're dealing with, folks. This massive tsunami is coming. If you don't know about central bank digital currencies now, you will soon enough. And if you don't have self-custody of at least some of your own assets, and you're a little bit controversial on social media, well, you might want to start hedging your bets. And this is the bigger picture of the of where the purists are coming from in the digital asset space. So there you go, folks. Hopefully that's a non-geek version of a big picture reason why people are getting into crypto, specifically Bitcoin with this one. It's definitely not financial advice. It's just a commentary on what I'm seeing in the space from following updates and from going to numerous events in the space and seeing what the crypto crowd has to say. So that is the big picture. It's about self-custody. It's about not trusting the government, especially here in the UK. It's getting less and less trustworthy every day by the updated reports. But I could be in jail tomorrow for even saying it. So there you go, folks. That's the reality of the situation that we find ourselves in. Hopefully, I'll be free to give you more reports without the geekery, and to give you the big picture of what digital assets are all about, and the odd punts that I'll be taking that you may or may not want to involve yourself in. So there you go, folks. It's all about commentary. It's all about fun. It's all about reportage. And it's all about you taking control of your own money. And if you want more insights into that, if you want some brief updates as to what crypto is all about for idiots outside the space without the crypto geekery, then subscribe just here, folks. And if you want more of my random reflections, well, you'll get them by clicking that link there.